In the silence of our hearts and the chaos of our minds, we often seek a path that leads to inner strength and unwavering tranquility. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, offers us a guiding light. Through the wisdom of Stoic researchers, legends, and philosophers, we uncover principles that promise to transform our lives profoundly and immediately. Together, let us delve into these principles, embracing the journey of self-control and fortitude. Number 1. Embrace the power of choice. Life is full of unpredictable events. We often find ourselves in situations we did not plan for, dealing with circumstances beyond our control. However, according to the teachings of the ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus, there is one thing we always have control over: our response. Epictetus famously said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This simple yet profound idea is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a powerful tool for living a fulfilling life. When faced with challenges, our initial reaction might be frustration, anger, or sadness. These emotions are natural, but if we let them control us, they can lead to poor decisions and prolonged suffering. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to pause and consider our response carefully. By doing so, we not only manage our emotions better, but also strengthen our self-discipline. Imagine you are stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. Your initial reaction might be anger or anxiety. You might feel the urge to honk your horn or curse the traffic. But what good would that do? The traffic won't move any faster because of your frustration. Instead, take a deep breath and remind yourself that you cannot control the traffic, but you can control how you react to it. Perhaps use the time to listen to an interesting podcast or practice deep breathing exercises. By choosing a calm and constructive response, you turn a stressful situation into a moment of personal growth. This principle applies to more significant life challenges as well. Suppose you lose your job unexpectedly. It's easy to feel overwhelmed and fall into despair. But remember Epictetus's wisdom: you cannot change the fact that you lost your job, but you can choose how to respond. You can use this opportunity to explore new career paths, learn new skills, or even start a business. By focusing on what you can control, you transform a setback into a stepping stone. Choosing our reactions wisely also helps us master our emotions. Emotions like anger, fear, and jealousy are powerful and can easily take over our lives if left unchecked. However, by consciously deciding how to respond to situations that trigger these emotions, we can keep them in check. This doesn't mean suppressing our feelings, but rather acknowledging them and then choosing a response that aligns with our values and long-term goals. For instance, if someone insults you, your first impulse might be to insult them back, but reacting in anger often escalates the situation and leaves you feeling worse. Instead, try to understand why the person might have said something hurtful. Perhaps they are going through a tough time themselves. Responding with kindness or simply not engaging can diffuse the situation and leave you feeling more in control. By embracing the power of choice, we also build our self-discipline. Each time we choose a thoughtful response over a knee-jerk reaction, we strengthen our ability to control our impulses. This self-discipline then extends to other areas of our lives, helping us make better decisions, maintain healthier habits, and achieve our goals. Number 2, focus on what you can control. Life is unpredictable. We often face situations that are beyond our control. However, the ancient Stoics taught a powerful way to handle this uncertainty: focus on what you can control. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. This idea is central to Stoicism and can help us live a more balanced and peaceful life. When we worry about things we cannot change, we waste our energy and create unnecessary stress. For example, we can't control the weather, the actions of others, or random events, but we can control how we respond to these situations. By focusing on our own thoughts and actions, we can navigate life's challenges with more clarity and resilience. Imagine you are preparing for an important exam. You cannot control the questions that will appear or the exact conditions on exam day. Worrying about these things will only increase your anxiety. Instead, focus on what you can control: your study habits, your understanding of the material, and your mindset. By doing so, you prepare yourself as best as possible and reduce unnecessary stress. This principle can be applied to many aspects of life. In relationships, for example, we can't control how others behave, but we can control how we react. If someone is rude to you, you can't change their behavior, but you can choose to respond with kindness and patience. This not only helps maintain your peace of mind, but can also diffuse a potentially negative situation. Focusing on what you can control also means accepting that some things are simply beyond your influence. This acceptance can bring a sense of peace. For instance, during a job search, you can't control the job market or the decisions of hiring managers. But you can control how you present yourself, the effort you put into your applications, and your continued self-improvement. By focusing on these aspects, you remain proactive and positive. In the realm of personal development, this Stoic principle encourages us to take responsibility for our own growth. We can't always control external circumstances, but we can control our attitudes and efforts. This mindset shift is empowering. It reminds us that we are in charge of our own destiny to a great extent. By concentrating on our own actions and thoughts, we can continually improve ourselves and our situations. Let's consider a common scenario dealing with criticism. Criticism can feel like a personal attack, and our instinct might be to get defensive. But remember, you can't control what others say or think about you. What you can control is how you react. Instead of letting criticism upset you, use it as a learning opportunity. Reflect on whether there is any truth in it and how you can improve. By doing this, you turn a potentially negative experience into a positive one. In the workplace, this principle can be particularly useful. Projects might get delayed, colleagues might not meet expectations, and unforeseen challenges can arise. Instead of getting frustrated by these external factors, focus on what you can control: your work ethic, your problem-solving abilities, and your attitude. This approach not only makes you more resilient, but also sets a positive example for others. Number 3, practice deliberate delays. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." This wisdom teaches us the importance of taking a moment before reacting, especially when emotions are running high. By intentionally delaying our responses during emotional turmoil, we gain better control over our impulses. This practice not only helps us manage our emotions, but also fosters patience and thoughtful responses, which are key components of self-discipline. Imagine a situation where someone cuts you off in traffic. Your immediate reaction might be to honk your horn, yell, or make a rude gesture. This impulsive response is driven by anger and frustration. However, if you take a moment to delay your reaction, you give yourself time to calm down and consider the situation more rationally. You might realize that reacting angrily won't change what happened and will only increase your stress. By choosing to delay your reaction, you maintain your composure and avoid unnecessary conflict. This principle can be applied to many aspects of life. In our personal relationships, for example, misunderstandings and disagreements are inevitable. When a friend or family member says something hurtful, our instinct might be to snap back with a hurtful comment of our own. But if we take Seneca's advice and delay our response, we allow ourselves time to cool down and think about the situation. We might recognize that the other person didn't intend to hurt us, or that they are going through their own struggles. By responding with patience and understanding, we strengthen our relationships and avoid unnecessary arguments. In the workplace, practicing deliberate delays can be particularly beneficial. Imagine receiving a critical email from a colleague or boss. Your initial reaction might be defensive or angry, and you might feel tempted to respond immediately with a harsh reply. However, if you take a moment to delay your response, you can draft a more measured and professional reply. This not only helps to maintain a positive work environment, but also demonstrates your ability to handle criticism and conflict with grace. Practicing deliberate delays also helps us in making better decisions. When faced with a difficult choice, our emotions can cloud our judgment and lead us to make impulsive decisions that we might later regret. By taking the time to delay our decision-making process, we allow ourselves to consider all options and potential consequences more thoroughly. This leads to wiser and more thoughtful choices. One way to incorporate deliberate delays into our daily lives is by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness encourages us to be present in the moment and to observe our thoughts and emotions without immediately reacting to them. When we feel anger or frustration rising, we can take a few deep breaths and remind ourselves to delay our response. This simple practice can help us regain control over our emotions and respond more thoughtfully. Another helpful technique is to count to 10 before reacting. This brief pause can make a significant difference in how we handle stressful situations. By counting to 10, we give ourselves time to calm down and think more clearly, reducing the likelihood of impulsive reactions. Number 4. Contemplate mortality. The Stoic practice of memento mori, which means remember you will die, encourages us to reflect on the inevitability of death. This may seem morbid at first glance, but it serves a profound purpose in sharpening our focus on living purposefully. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, often reminded himself, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This awareness of life's fleeting nature imbues our actions with urgency and significance. By contemplating mortality, we are reminded that our time on earth is limited. This realization can be a powerful motivator to live each day to its fullest. It encourages us to prioritize what truly matters, to pursue our passions, and to spend our time wisely. When we recognize that life is short, we become more mindful of our choices and actions. We are less likely to waste time on trivial matters and more inclined to focus on meaningful pursuits. This practice also helps us to appreciate the present moment. In our busy lives, it is easy to get caught up in future plans or past regrets. However, by reflecting on our mortality, we are reminded to savor the here and now. Every moment becomes precious, and we begin to find joy in the simple things: a beautiful sunset, a heartfelt conversation, or a quiet walk in nature. This mindfulness can lead to a deeper sense of contentment and fulfillment. Contemplating mortality also encourages us to let go of grudges and resentments. Life is too short to hold on to negativity and bitterness. By remembering that our time is limited, we are more likely to forgive others and move on from past hurts. This not only improves our relationships, but also enhances our own inner peace and happiness. Moreover, this practice can inspire us to act with integrity and compassion. When we are aware that our days are numbered, we become more conscious of the legacy we are leaving behind. We strive to be kind, honest, and virtuous, knowing that our actions impact not only ourselves but also those around us. We seek to make a positive difference in the world, however small it may be. In the face of challenges and adversities, contemplating mortality can also provide us with courage and resilience. When we accept that death is a natural part of life, we become less fearful of it. This acceptance can empower us to take risks, to stand up for what we believe in, and to face difficulties with grace and fortitude. We understand that setbacks and failures are temporary, and that what truly matters is how we respond to them. To incorporate this practice into our daily lives, we can start by setting aside a few moments each day to reflect on our mortality. We can meditate on the fact that our time is limited and consider how we want to live our lives. Journaling can also be a helpful tool, allowing us to explore our thoughts and feelings about death and life. Additionally, reading Stoic texts and reflecting on the wisdom of philosophers like Marcus Aurelius can provide further insights and inspiration. Number 5. Cultivate inner riches. True wealth, according to Stoic thought, is not measured by material possessions but by the richness of our inner lives. Socrates, a philosopher who greatly influenced Stoicism, wisely warned, "He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have." This profound insight encourages us to look beyond the superficial allure of material wealth and focus on cultivating inner virtues such as wisdom, courage, and contentment. In our modern world, the pursuit of material success often overshadows the importance of inner growth. We are bombarded with messages that equate happiness with having more money, more possessions, more status. However, the Stoics remind us that this endless chase can lead to dissatisfaction and emptiness. True fulfillment comes from within, from developing a rich inner life that is not dependent on external circumstances. By detaching from material desires, we free ourselves to pursue what truly matters. Wisdom is one of the highest virtues in Stoic philosophy. It involves understanding the nature of the world, recognizing the limits of our control, and making thoughtful decisions based on reason and virtue. Cultivating wisdom allows us to navigate life's challenges with clarity and resilience, ensuring that we act in ways that are consistent with our values. Courage is another essential virtue. It is the strength to face adversity with grace and determination. By focusing on inner riches, we develop the courage to stand up for what is right, to confront our fears, and to persevere in the face of difficulties. This inner strength is far more valuable than any material possession, as it empowers us to lead lives of integrity and purpose. This contentment is also crucial. When we are content with what we have, we find peace and satisfaction in the present moment. This does not mean we lack ambition or desire for improvement, but rather that we appreciate the journey and recognize the abundance already present in our lives. As Epictetus taught, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. By reducing our desires, we eliminate the constant yearning for more and find joy in what is already ours. To cultivate inner riches, we can start by practicing gratitude. Regularly reflecting on the blessings in our lives helps us shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. Journaling about things we are grateful for can deepen this practice and reinforce a mindset of abundance. Mindfulness and meditation are also powerful tools. By spending time in quiet contemplation, we connect with our inner selves and develop a deeper understanding of our thoughts and emotions. This practice helps us detach from external distractions and fosters a sense of inner peace and clarity. Engaging in lifelong learning is another way to enrich our inner lives. Reading, studying philosophy, and seeking knowledge broadens our perspectives and sharpens our minds. The pursuit of wisdom is a never-ending journey that continually enhances our inner wealth. Finally, building meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and understanding adds to our inner riches. Surrounding ourselves with supportive, like-minded individuals encourages personal growth and provides a sense of community and belonging. Number 6, accept impermanence. Everything in life is transient. By accepting this, we learn to cherish the present moment. Epictetus advised everything has two handles, one by which it may be borne, another by which it cannot choose to bear life's changes gracefully, strengthening your resolve. In the ever-changing landscape of life, nothing remains constant. Our circumstances, relationships, and even our own emotions are in a constant state of flux. The Stoics teach us that recognizing and accepting the impermanence of all things is crucial to living a balanced and fulfilling life. By embracing the transient nature of existence, we learn to appreciate the present moment and build resilience in the face of life's inevitable changes. One of the most profound teachings of Epictetus is the idea that every situation can be approached in two ways, one that burdens us and one that liberates us. Everything has two handles, one by which it may be borne, another by which it cannot. This wisdom encourages us to choose the handle that allows us to carry life's challenges with grace and strength. Accepting impermanence helps us to let go of our attachment to outcomes. When we cling to the idea that things must remain the same, we set ourselves up for disappointment and suffering. Instead, by acknowledging that change is a natural part of life, we can navigate transitions with greater ease and less resistance. This mindset not only reduces our anxiety but also enables us to respond to new circumstances with flexibility and adaptability. Cherishing the present moment becomes more meaningful when we accept that it is fleeting. The beauty of a sunset, the joy of a shared laugh, the satisfaction of a job well done, all these experiences are temporary. By fully immersing ourselves in these moments, we enrich our lives with a deeper sense of gratitude and fulfillment. This practice aligns with the Stoic emphasis on mindfulness and being fully present in the here and now. Furthermore, accepting impermanence fosters a sense of humility. We come to understand that our time is limited and that we are just one part of a much larger, ever-evolving universe. This perspective can inspire us to live with greater purpose and to focus on what truly matters. It can motivate us to cultivate virtues such as wisdom, courage, and compassion, which leave a lasting impact even as the details of our lives change. The awareness of life's transience also encourages us to approach our relationships with greater care and presence. Knowing that our time with loved ones is not infinite, we can prioritize meaningful connections and express our appreciation for those we hold dear. This understanding can transform how we interact with others, fostering deeper bonds and reducing conflicts born from trivial matters. Practicing acceptance of impermanence also involves facing our own mortality. The Stoic practice of memento mori, or reflecting on death, is a powerful tool for this. As Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. By keeping the brevity of life in mind, we are inspired to live authentically and with intention, making choices that align with our deepest values. Number 7. Seek wisdom relentlessly. Seneca urged, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. The pursuit of wisdom is a lifelong journey. By continually seeking knowledge and understanding, we sharpen our minds and fortify our self-discipline. In the journey of life, the quest for wisdom stands as one of the most noble and enduring pursuits. The Stoics believed that wisdom is not a destination, but a continuous path we tread, filled with learning, reflection, and growth. Seneca's timeless advice reminds us that our education does not end with formal schooling. It is an ongoing process that enriches our lives and molds our character. The relentless pursuit of wisdom involves a deep commitment to learning and self-improvement. It requires us to remain curious, open-minded, and willing to expand our horizons. This does not only mean acquiring knowledge from books or formal education, but also learning from our experiences, interactions, and the world around us. Every situation, whether challenging or rewarding, holds lessons that contribute to our understanding of how to live well. By seeking wisdom, we develop the ability to make sound judgments and navigate life's complexities with greater ease. This wisdom helps us distinguish between what is within our control and what is not, a fundamental Stoic principle. Marcus Aurelius, a philosopher king, emphasized the importance of focusing on our thoughts and actions rather than external events, stating, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Wisdom allows us to apply this understanding practically, guiding us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Moreover, the pursuit of wisdom cultivates self-discipline. As we strive to learn and grow, we inevitably encounter obstacles and setbacks. These challenges test our patience and resolve, teaching us to persevere and remain steadfast in our goals. By embracing these difficulties as opportunities for growth, we strengthen our character and build resilience. This aligns with Seneca's belief that adversity plays a crucial role in shaping who we are and fostering our inner strength. Wisdom also fosters humility. The more we learn, the more we realize how much we do not know. This awareness keeps us grounded, reminding us that we are always students of life. It encourages us to listen, observe, and seek guidance from others, recognizing that every person we encounter has something to teach us. This mindset not only enhances our knowledge but also deepens our empathy and connection with others. Furthermore, seeking wisdom relentlessly helps us align our lives with our values. It enables us to live authentically and with integrity, making decisions that reflect our true selves. As we gain clarity about our principles and priorities, we become more intentional in our actions, striving to live in accordance with our highest ideals. This alignment brings a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose as we are guided by our inner moral compass. In the words of Epictetus, he who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. The pursuit of wisdom teaches us to find contentment within ourselves rather than in external possessions or achievements. It encourages us to cultivate inner virtues such as patience, courage, and kindness, which are the true measures of a well-lived life. Number 8. Practice gratefulness. Gratitude is a powerful practice that can profoundly impact our well-being and outlook on life. It is not merely a polite gesture or fleeting feeling, but a transformative tool rooted in Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, emphasized the importance of gratitude in his writings, urging us to reflect on the privilege of being alive each day. This sentiment captures the essence of how gratitude can shape our inner peace and resilience. At its core, gratitude involves focusing our attention on the positive aspects of our lives rather than dwelling on what we lack. It is about cultivating a mindset of abundance and appreciation for the blessings, big and small, that enrich our daily experiences. When we practice gratitude, we shift our perspective from scarcity to sufficiency, recognizing the inherent value in our present circumstances. Marcus Aurelius' quote serves as a gentle reminder to start each day with a sense of gratitude. By consciously acknowledging the gift of life, we set a positive tone for the hours ahead. This practice helps us to approach challenges with resilience and optimism, knowing that even amidst difficulties there are reasons to be thankful. Moreover, gratitude fosters inner peace by grounding us in the present moment. In the fast-paced world we live in, it is easy to become caught up in striving for more or comparing ourselves to others. Gratitude acts as an antidote to these tendencies, encouraging us to pause and appreciate the richness of our lives as they are. This mindfulness cultivates a sense of contentment and fulfillment, independent of external circumstances. Stoic philosophy teaches that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in cultivating virtues such as gratitude. When we practice gratitude, we strengthen our character and enhance our emotional well-being. It deepens our connection to ourselves and others, fostering empathy and compassion in our interactions. Furthermore, gratitude serves as a powerful tool for managing stress and anxiety. Research has shown that individuals who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress and greater emotional resilience. By focusing on what we are grateful for, we redirect our attention away from worries and fears, promoting a sense of calm and serenity. In practical terms, cultivating gratitude can be integrated into our daily routines through simple practices such as keeping a gratitude journal where we write down things we are thankful for each day. This exercise helps us to actively notice and appreciate the positive aspects of our lives, no matter how small they may seem. Additionally, expressing gratitude to others strengthens our relationships and creates a ripple effect of positivity. When we acknowledge and appreciate the contributions of those around us, we build trust and foster a sense of community. This aligns with Stoic principles of mutual respect and interconnectedness, emphasizing the importance of gratitude in nurturing meaningful connections. Number 9. Maintain humility. Humility is a virtue that anchors us in authenticity and wisdom. It is the quality of recognizing our limitations and remaining open to the lessons life offers. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, eloquently captured the essence of humility in his reflection, "There is no easy way from the earth to the stars." This metaphor reminds us that the path to growth and understanding requires acknowledging our humanity and embracing humility as a source of true strength. At its core, humility is about having a realistic assessment of ourselves and our abilities. It involves an honest acknowledgement of both our strengths and weaknesses. When we practice humility, we cultivate a mindset that values learning and growth over pride and ego. Instead of seeking validation or recognition, we prioritize self-improvement and the well-being of others. Seneca's words encourage us to embrace humility not as a weakness but as a pathway to genuine strength. Just as there is no shortcut to reach the stars from the earth, true growth and mastery in life require patience, perseverance, and a willingness to learn from our experiences and from those around us. Humility fosters a sense of interconnectedness with others and promotes empathy and compassion. It allows us to recognize the inherent worth and dignity of every individual, regardless of their status or achievements. By approaching interactions with humility, we create space for meaningful connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Moreover, humility serves as a safeguard against arrogance and hubris. When we remain humble, we are more receptive to feedback and constructive criticism. This openness enables us to continuously refine our skills and perspectives, contributing to personal and professional growth. In Stoic philosophy, humility is intertwined with wisdom and self-awareness. It encourages us to strive for excellence without succumbing to vanity or excessive pride. By embracing humility, we cultivate a balanced perspective on success and failure, recognizing that both are part of the journey toward becoming our best selves. Practicing humility requires a deliberate effort to listen attentively, admit mistakes, and celebrate the accomplishments of others. It involves setting aside our ego and prioritizing collaboration and collective progress. By doing so, we contribute to a harmonious and supportive environment where everyone can thrive. Number 10, live in accordance with nature. Living in accordance with nature is a fundamental principle in Stoic philosophy, emphasizing alignment with reason, virtue, and the natural order of the universe. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, succinctly encapsulated this idea in his teaching: first say to yourself what you would be and then do what you have to do. This principle invites us to reflect on our values and intentions before taking action, ensuring that our decisions are guided by wisdom and ethical considerations. To live in accordance with nature means to recognize and accept the inherent order and cycles of life. It involves embracing the virtues of courage, justice, temperance, and wisdom as guiding principles in our daily interactions and choices. By aligning our actions with these virtues, we strive to cultivate inner harmony and contribute positively to the world around us. Stoic philosophy encourages us to discern between what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and values, and what lies outside our control, external events and circumstances. By focusing on what is within our power and aligning our intentions with virtuous principles, we can navigate life's challenges with resilience and integrity. Epictetus' teaching prompts us to introspect and clarify our aspirations and moral compass before engaging in any endeavor. This reflective practice helps us maintain clarity of purpose and remain steadfast in our commitment to living ethically and authentically. Living in accordance with nature also entails embracing simplicity and moderation in our desires and pursuits. Stoics advocate for contentment and gratitude for what we have, rather than longing for excessive material possessions or status. This mindset fosters inner peace and resilience as we free ourselves from the endless pursuit of superficial pleasures and external validations. Moreover, living in harmony with nature encourages us to respect and appreciate the interconnectedness of all living beings and the environment. It prompts us to consider the broader implications of our actions on the well-being of others and the world we inhabit. By cultivating empathy and compassion, we contribute to a more compassionate and sustainable society. Stoic teachings remind us that living in accordance with nature is not about conforming to external expectations or societal norms, but rather about aligning our values with universal principles of reason and virtue. It requires courage to uphold our convictions and integrity in the face of adversity and to remain true to ourselves amidst external pressures. Number 11, preserve inner peace. Amidst life's tumultuous waves, preserving our inner peace becomes a crucial endeavor. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, imparted timeless wisdom when he said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This principle serves as a guiding light, reminding us that our inner tranquility is not contingent upon external circumstances, but rather lies within our control. To preserve inner peace means to cultivate a steadfast sense of calm and clarity amidst the storms of life. It requires anchoring ourselves in the present moment, where we can find solace and strength. By focusing on our thoughts and reactions, we empower ourselves to navigate challenges with grace and resilience. Marcus Aurelius' teachings encourage us to recognize that external events are fleeting and often beyond our influence. Instead of allowing ourselves to be overwhelmed by chaos or adversity, we can choose how we respond. This choice is rooted in mindfulness and self-awareness, where we consciously direct our thoughts and actions towards maintaining equilibrium. Safeguarding inner peace involves adopting practices that nurture our mental and emotional well-being. Mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, and moments of reflection are tools that can help us center ourselves amidst the hustle and bustle of daily life. These practices enable us to detach from stressors and regain perspective, reinforcing our ability to stay grounded and composed. Moreover, preserving inner peace requires setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care. It involves recognizing when to step back from stressful situations or toxic relationships that threaten our emotional balance. By honoring our own needs and limitations, we create space for peace to flourish within us. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of cultivating inner strength and fortitude. It teaches us to view challenges as opportunities for growth and resilience. By embracing this mindset, we develop a deeper understanding of our own capabilities and limitations, empowering us to face life's uncertainties with courage and determination. Number 12, foster self-reliance. Stoic philosophy encourages us to foster self-reliance as a cornerstone of personal growth and inner strength. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, imparted timeless wisdom with his words, "He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have." This profound insight challenges us to reflect on the nature of true contentment and the path to achieving it. Self-reliance in Stoicism is not merely about independence from others, but rather about cultivating a deep sense of inner satisfaction and fulfillment. It begins with recognizing that external possessions and circumstances do not define our happiness. Instead, true contentment arises from within through a steadfast acceptance of ourselves and our current situation. Epictetus' teachings emphasize the importance of finding peace and contentment in our present circumstances. This does not mean complacency or resignation, but rather a proactive approach to embracing life's challenges with equanimity and resilience. By nurturing self-reliance, we empower ourselves to navigate the complexities of life with clarity and purpose. In practical terms, fostering self-reliance involves cultivating a mindset of gratitude and acceptance. It encourages us to appreciate the resources and abilities we possess, rather than constantly seeking validation or fulfillment from external sources. This shift in perspective liberates us from the pursuit of material wealth or superficial desires, allowing us to focus on what truly matters: our inner growth and well-being. Moreover, self-reliance in Stoicism encompasses the practice of self-discipline and moderation. It teaches us to exercise restraint and mindfulness in our actions, ensuring that we act in accordance with our principles and values. By developing a strong sense of self-control, we avoid the pitfalls of impulsiveness and external influences that can lead us astray. Helping others find contentment within themselves is also a vital aspect of fostering self-reliance. Instead of relying solely on acts of kindness or charity, Stoicism encourages us to empower others to discover their own inner resources and strengths. This approach promotes self-respect and dignity, fostering meaningful connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Ultimately, fostering self-reliance aligns with Stoic ideals of personal virtue and ethical living. It encourages us to cultivate resilience in the face of adversity and to embrace life's challenges as opportunities for growth. By embracing Epictetus' wisdom and practicing self-reliance, we embark on a journey towards greater fulfillment, inner peace, and authenticity in our lives. In conclusion, the path to becoming a true Stoic is one of inner mastery and quiet strength. By adopting these principles, we cultivate self-control, fortitude, and wisdom. Let us journey inward together, embracing the Stoic principles that will lead us to a life of tranquility and purpose. In the silence of our hearts, we find the true essence of our strength and the unwavering tranquility of a well-lived life.